5.15 How can awareness help a person avoid damage caused by artificial images? It cannot, since the function called awareness does not work in modern Homo sapiens. This is stated on the basis of that, according to ancient sources, awareness 1, as a purely human function, is precisely a person's ability to monitor images, based on which he lives and functions. However, first of all, this function in modern Homo sapiens is turned off by artificial software, based on which they live. Secondly, not knowing images of their natural software and artificial software, which civilization awarded to them, it is simply impossible to monitor any of the images. Thirdly, in order to, as the saying goes, separate the wheat from the chaff, it is necessary to know the true functions of both kinds of images, and it can be stated with absolute certainty that even the most advanced subjects in this civilization simply do not know how to do this. In order to do it, it is necessary to learn how to do it. And the first grade in this school is knowledge of images, a person's own natural program, and his natural manipulation modes. Without having knowledge neither of your own natural images and what qualities, functionality, abilities and possibilities are behind them, nor of images of artificial software, what they are, which invisible programs are behind each of them, how each of them influences you, etc., it is impossible a priori to become an individual who lives consciously aware. For a person who seeks not to be a zombie, but instead to live a life of a sensible human, that is, to have awareness, it is necessary to know that the process of monitoring of images, based on which he lives, is not done by the all-seeing God, but by his own organism on the inside. This is how a human is programmed. And this mechanism cannot be fooled or cheated. A person will have to pay the highest price for his mistakes in regard to his psyche and body, and sometimes the price is very high. From this it likely follows that the main goal of acquisition of awareness as a quality by a human is to avoid using the computer language, an early breakdown, and the blue screen of death. Since this is precisely the price for those who prefer to live on the basis of their own fantasies. And first of all, fantasies about themselves, about how they are arranged and how they must live. And nature was created so that every person could learn and study his own self through natural images of his individual program, implanted in his unconscious. Not without reason, the Bible states that God created nature for a human. Information from Shanghai Jing confirms this. Nature is not only an ideal environment for survival of human species by composition of air, water, etc., food base, pharmacy, a vast reservoir of a variety of natural materials from which a person can build a house, make clothes, shoes, dishes, tools, and everything else that he needed in his life. Nature also provides real living or non-living etalons of what a person must be like, how he must live. On earth it is mountains, valleys, rivers, seas, lakes, trees, grasses, a variety of plants and animals, rocks, minerals, metals, birds, fish, reptiles, insects, flowers, sand, soils, and much, much more. Above it is clouds, fogs, rains, winds, celestial bodies, stars, planets of the solar system, and so on. All of these are natural images. And all that is left to a human is to find out by which images his personal program is recorded in the ancient source Shanghai Jing. Shanghai Jing, the source that by all appearances was intentionally left to humanity for this purpose, and to begin to study them in the environment. Due to existence of these images in the environment, a person can actually see, hear, touch, smell, and feel them. And through this, understand how these images live, function, look, move, smell, sound, and so on. Thus, a person receives knowledge of how he himself must live and function, what he should be to follow the so-called plan of the Creator, and, most importantly, conform to himself, real, natural. One modern psychology considers awareness a continuous monitoring of current experiences, that is, a state in which a subject is focused on experiencing the present moment and tries not to get distracted by events of the past or thoughts about the future. This is the ability of consciousness to introspect its own activities.